This is Dr. Haydar. In this video, I'll be talking about medication reconciliation, and this is one of the new features in the medical notes. The concept of medication reconciliation is that sometimes you would receive either an electronic file, or a paper file from a hospital or a nursing home, or at any transition of care. So let's assume, a patient was in the hospital, he was discharged, he was either given a piece of paper with a list of new medications, or better yet, if we did receive an electronic copy of his records. Typically that will be received automatically if we set up an interface. But at the time of doing this video, there's really not too many hospitals or any other points of care that they do that. Eventually, we will see that more common where a patient is discharged. An electronic copy of his discharge papers or discharge summary, in addition to his medications, will be sent to us, and then you will be able to view it and reconcile it in the patient chart. I'll walk you through an example just to show you how it works. I'm going to assume that we did receive two files. One is paper and one is electronic, and then we need to reconcile it in the patient chart. So if I click on chart for John Doe, either under nurses, meds reconciliation, or doctors, either one can do it, medication reconciliation. If I click on that, it will take me to a screen that will show the current medications for the patient. And then at the bottom here, it will ask for a file to be uploaded to the system to be able to compare it with this list. So let's start with an electronic. Let's start with the paper one, since that's easier to see. So I'm going to click Browse, and assuming that piece of paper is on my computer here locally, I'm going to pick that. And I happen to have one that's ready here. It's called Meds. I pick that file, and then if I click Send File, now I still would see the list of medications, and then that paper file that I have for the patient. Here, this could be a handwritten note, could be something printed from the hospital, could be anything, obviously. The patient is discharged on Celexa, Adderall, and Toprol. By looking at this, you can compare it with what you have. See, we have the Adderall here. He's not on Advair anymore. You can uncheck that and check all this stuff. And then maybe I'll add Celexa, 20 milligrams maybe. And takes it once a day. And the same for Toprol, 100 twice a day. So now I have my list up to date compared to this list right here. Now if I go to the patient chart, obviously I will have the new list of medications right here. Now let's do another example with an electronically formatted document. So if I go to medications reconciliation, and then again, I go back to the same screen. Here, I'm going to upload an electronic formatted document. Now, the new standards call for two different formats. One is called CCR, one is called CDA. These formats look foreign to you at this point, probably as time progresses and more interfaces are set up with like hospitals. You will become a little bit more familiar with these terms. Obviously, the system will accept either CDA or CCR, so once you upload either one, you should be able to view the list of medications. I happen to have a CCR document here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So if I click here, I'm going to pick CCR document here. Again, send file. Now, instead of paper charts showing on the bottom, you will see that document that electronic document. The contents of it are as such. Here, there's document info, that's the header for that document, patient's info, just to make sure that we're doing with the same patient, obviously. And then again, down here, the patient medications list. I won't bore you by entering that list, but you can now compare this list to your list and update your list according to that. I know some offices will ask, will be at any point a way to enter these automatically? The answer is yes and no. Yes, if the documentation database or the medication database that the sender is using is the same as ours, we should be able to easily enter or enter it automatically. But right now there's more than 10 different medication databases out in the market, and it will be impossible because the IDs for these different medications is different. Eventually there will be a combined database or different IDs that will be common to all these medication databases, so this will become more feasible at that point. Different organizations are working on this, and hopefully it's becoming popular or done very soon. So this will conclude the video about medications reconciliation. Thank you for viewing this, and we'll meet in another video.